Ooh. Alright. Let's get back my controller. I have a new sword. Woo. Like, oh my goodness. Is it me or is there a lot more stuff on the map? Maybe not. Never mind. It's probably just me. But look at the amount of random stuff on the map. All the random symbols. Missions. Okay, that's not as bad. Different difficulties. Points of interest. Missions. All. There is so much on this map that's unreadable. You look at missions. There's all these different things to look at. I don't understand what they're for. These companion missions, the co-op missions, which just feel a little kind of... I mean, I'd be doing them in private and then doing them on my own. But what's the point of having all those things in a map? Why did you take my outfit? Actually, do I have any decent items? Any better items? Oh, I've got legendary stuff. I mean, I've got the money. I may as well blow it all on things. Legendary Phantom. More stealth, more health. How much is that? 140,000? We've got enough for that. But we might not be able to have enough for everything else that we want. I say we. Yeah, 140,000. I can get those two. Unfortunately, I don't have the everything else chests, do I? I can't afford to hack it. So it's 160,000. Why not? I probably should have done this before the final fight. We've already got the legendary Phantom Hood. Oh, I can hack it for 1,000. But if I were to do so... It's all 1,000. It would cost me a ridiculously high amount of money, wouldn't it? Well, it's Fearless. Where is he? Where is he? He's up here. There we go. They can have me like this, but they can't give me Hatham's hat. Worst game ever. Is there another one here that we've not read? Did just leave us one last one? What's the point of this?
My love.
Oh, what?
As I write this, you are asleep. If the light wakes you, I'll have some explaining to do. But at this moment, you are sleeping peacefully.
Right.
Paris, September...
No, quiet. Oh, no. New letters available, 0. There's been 4 all along. Right, I think we'll read them and then we'll leave, I think. Let's do that. So, the reunion.
Dear Arno, I confess I'm not entirely sure what to say here. It was good to see you again. Somehow rings hollow. An empty space unfit to contain the totality of my feelings. And yet I am pleased. Pleased that the assassins have not changed you completely. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You never were one to be easily awed. It seems we have both found ourselves at an impasse in the hunt for my father's killer. Perhaps together, we can accomplish what neither of us could alone. It's nice to think that after all this time, we're still better together than apart.
I'd almost...
Elise.
Sorry. I almost like... Why weren't these, have these between the, sequences, and then he reads them out having received them. No, you gotta hide them in a box that says you don't have any.
Oh, Arno. What have you done? I know we didn't part on the best of terms, but to go
Then I'm not even in the right order.
My father kept you away from them for a reason.
Not in the right... Why aren't these in the right order?
Wine. Sweet enough at first blush, and in moderation it makes life seem more bearable. But drink too deeply, and you find naught but madness and anarchy. No doubt they've already filled your mind with tales of how dreadful we Templars are. That we would make slaves of humanity, and place our boots on the world's neck. You knew my father, and you know me. I can only pray that is enough to give the lie to those tales. My order has turned against me, and I am hunted by those I once called friend. I could not bear it if you turned against me also.
So now it's...
Think of me, and be well, Elise.
Okay, but whoever came up with the system, these should be in the order you receive them. This is just... It's a really cool idea, just horribly implemented. Which, sadly, is... I was going to say, sadly is kind of quite a bit of this game, but it's not just this game. He says, pointedly looking at a certain science fiction RPG he's Let's Playing at the moment. There are so many... There are loads of different good ideas in this that are just... Oh, so close.
Paris, September 23rd, 1788. Dear Arno.
Oh, I've already read that. We already read that one.
Dearest Arno, I can barely conceive how much has changed in the last 3 years. How far our roads have taken us. Sometimes I feared our paths would diverge forever, or else come together at loggerheads like the star-crossed lovers in some hackneyed stage piece. Yet here we are. Not the same brash children we once were, nor yet strangers. When this is over, when Germain is dead at our feet and my father rests, who then will we be? Assassin Mentor and Templar Grandmaster? The continuation of the old, or the beginning of something new? Will we shape the future of our world, or will we retire quietly to the countryside to raise goats? I can just see you, a goat herd, leaping and climbing about the Alps. No goat would have a chance of escaping you. I do not know what the next days, months, years will bring. All I know is that we shall remain Arno and Elise. And with that, I am content.
This just makes me more sad.
Je t'aime, Elise.
I'm just now imagining, like, go back to my old idea of having Arno and Elise, so they love each other. Romeo and Juliet. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I know. One's kind of feeling drawn to the assassins because his dad was an assassin. So that's Arno. Elise drawn to the Templars because, well, she's a member of the Templars. We saw that. That's where her dad died, and he was the Grandmaster. That connection, but they still care about each other as things develop. And then you get this bit, you know, who then will be Assassin Mentor and Templar Grandmaster. Have that connection, have that kind of, what's going to happen to us, what's going to happen to us. And then at the end, they both live. Hooray. And you're left in that kind of question mark. What's going to happen? Ooh. Do you know what I hear? I hear storyline for a sequel. And that relationship becomes more kind of tense in some ways. Maybe you're killing some of her people because they're bad. They're actually not good. She's killing some of your assassins because they're not good. That kind of relationship, that questioning, are the assassins good? Are the Templars good? Are they kind of in a grey area? Are they being led off the wrong way? Are they... Like, are Templars... Is the Templar ideal of kind of order and... kind of... What are the other things the Templars stand for, other than world domination? Like... They believe in order, in contrast to the assassin idea of pure freedom. And that kind of balance, kind of the different view on that kind of balance, could be a really interesting way of kind of going down a route. And I'm now wishing Assassin's Creed was more philosophical. I'll just go back to playing Planescape Torment.
My love, as I write this, you are asleep. If the light wakes you, I'll have some explaining to do. But at this moment, you are sleeping peacefully. Tomorrow is the day, it seems. The culmination of 5 long years. A moment of revenge. So why can I not quiet this part of me, which fears that, at the tipping point, you will flinch? Is it that I fear you loved my father less than I? Or do I doubt your resolve to strike the killing blow? I do not think so. Rather, I fear that you have lost so much already, that you cannot bear to lose more. I think that you would let Germain rule France if you thought it would save me. Have you ever known me to need saving? Have you ever had cause to think that I would accept it if it were offered? My fate is my own. My choice is my own. If somehow we both return from this, I will burn this letter. If you are reading it now, then I made my choice there in the temple. Know that I made it gladly, and do not take the burden of it onto yourself. Be at peace, my love, and walk what path you will. All my love, Elise.
So that's the final thing. That's the final one that's been written. Okay, at the end. So this just makes me more and more annoyed that we didn't get these at the kind of right point in the in the game. Like, it would have made so much more sense for this to, well, not for these, but for these ones to have appeared to.
Arno and Elise.
To kind of arrive at the right point, and then you just kind of what was it? Favorable social activity exploration. There are other social activities. What are the stats? Active skill. Yeah. It's just. It's almost like they're deliberately trying to hide the plot from me, the interesting narrative bits. Like, just the relationship between Arno and Elise was good. I think it could have been better if they'd had more moments together, and kind of thinking through things. I think if maybe there'd been a few more opportunities at Germain, that could have been interesting. And you just have, so you have Elise. You have Elise show early on that not just say that she's willing to, she doesn't want to be saved, she wants to go after Germain. Show it where both Arno and Elise they're getting more badly wounded, they're struggling, but Elise wants to push on and push on and push on, and then Arno gets hurt in an end cutscene for the mission. And Elise just pushes on, kind of like she did in the temple. Then you have the moment we had with Germain, where we refuse to kill him because we want to go and save Elise. And then that leads into the temple. I think that there are so many bits where, quite frankly, the writing was subpar. That's a bit harsh. But it could have been. There are so many bits of this where I think the writing could have been much better. Maybe it will be in the DLC, which we'll be doing in a moment. Although, well, for you it'll be a moment. Well, for you it'll be the next video. For me it'll be the next session, because we're going to put a cut in here. And next time we'll go and deal with, I think it's the Dead Kings. I think it's written in here somewhere. Is it in here? All the way down. Yeah, Dead Kings. I think Napoleon's bicorns. Why do they have to be bicorns? Why can't they be tricorns? So Napoleon will be going to have a chat with the little corporal next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching.